Good morning and welcome back to the Vision Alignment Show, where we talk about how important it is to have our core beliefs, our core values aligned with our vision. And yes, I'm wearing my school badge today for my work at the School for the Blind, so that's where I'm going after this. But we've got so much to be thankful for, and I really just wanted to make sure that we had a chance to come on a little bit this morning and talk with all of you about this vision alignment. Now, having said that, think about go back and think about what you did last week. How did that align with your vision? Now, think about what you did this weekend. How did that align with your vision? For me, I spent the weekend with my oldest son, who was here to get started on his wedding and get the bridal shower and all this kind of stuff going with his wife or his fiance. But also there was a time where we had my youngest son, we had a dinner with him, and we all went together, went to a Japanese restaurant. It was really, really good, but we had this moment where we all got to know what we are all about. So, you know, my oldest son's very into cooking, and he really, really wanted to go into that. So he experimented more with the Japanese cuisine. You know, I think about my youngest son with what he's doing, where he is a senior and in aerospace engineering. He is doing what he wants to do. He's doing what is his core beliefs and his core values tell him that he needs to do. So I'm just so proud of him for being able to do that. But what did you do this weekend? So tell me a little bit about that in the chat box. If you would, I would appreciate that. But while we're thinking about that, I also want to bring up another point. And that point is knowing about your vision is one thing, but also knowing about your blind spots is another thing. And for me, you know, one of my blind spots is sometimes getting ahead of myself. Sometimes, you know, doing too much without a specific reaction or a specific request for me to do that. So, what do you think some of your blind spots are, and how do you think those are being perceived by others? You know, those blind spots will tell you an awful lot about what it is you're doing. So if you have someone to see those blind spots, that'll be big. So again, at Radical Vision, we help people to go from a point of blindness to sight to vision. So in that blindness aspect, we all understand that we have blindness. We have things that we don't see that we should be seeing. Well, what are they for you? Think about that. And tell me a little bit in the chat box, if you would, please. And I'll be right back. And we're back. Woo! It is good to be back. Good to be back with you all. Oh my goodness. Yes, we are on live. Impressive that we can be on today. And I'm so thankful, so grateful to have all of you on with me. So go back to what we were saying and really start to think about what makes you unique. That's one thing, but also know your vision and how important it is to have your vision aligned with your core beliefs and your core values. Now, I talked a little bit about my youngest son, who's in his fourth year at in aerospace engineering, and what he's doing, he's really leading him down that path to understand and to know that he is using what he has inside of him in order to be able to do what he was meant to do. Now, my oldest son, again, he is in this role or in this spirit of being a fiance. So he's getting married in December, but he needs to understand that what he's doing is not just for him; it's for his wife as well. So there's lots to be learned from that. Watching him go through that process is phenomenal. So anyway, so that gives a little bit of an idea of what we went through this weekend and what we're going through in the future. But I also want to make sure that we understand how important it is to know our core beliefs and our core values every day and how we're using them every day. Now, again, I'll be at the School for the Blind today, working with them. That's part of my core beliefs and my core values. So I know I'm better suited to do that. So that's important for us all to understand what we have inside of us. Though that's really what I wanted to touch on this morning. There's a lot to be had with that conversation that we need to have inside of ourselves. Have that self-awareness, because as we talked about, we're going blindness to sight to vision is one thing, but that awareness comes in that first spot. Being aware, and then having acceptance of what you have, and then taking action. Again, blindness to sight to vision, you viewed similarly as awareness, acceptance, and action. So, a lot to be said there, a lot to be had. If you would, please let me know where you're coming in from. If you're listening live, put in a hashtag live. If you're listening on replay, put a hashtag replay. And as always, remember, there's so much that we have to offer each other. And if we can do that, we can have so much a better experience. But just remember, as always, keep one eye on the road and have a great day. I will see you back here again sometime soon. Bye. Take care.